Bawdy here, with another RWBY Critiques video. I actually tried making this beforehand, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. Rooster Teeth's player sucks. Sucks huge dick. Anyway, so I let the player play out again, and now I'm trying this shit again. Yeah, so anyway, a couple of announcements before I begin. Firstly, gotta say hello. It's fine. Firstly, I have 2 new subscribers that I noticed, so welcome. For the new subscribers as well as the old, please remember the Facebook page, facebook.com/BawdySchoola. If you're a fan of RWBY, please remember the Facebook page that I talked about last week, facebook.com/RWBYWonderland. Tell them Ironwood sent you. So, a quick reminder of last week's happenings. Last week we had Crow tell Team Ranger what the sitch was, what with the creation myth of Remnant and all, what with the 2 brothers, and then Crow started looking like he was going to die. Also, Blake had a heart-to-heart moment with her father, which Sun then ruined. And they saw a spy/ninja/assassin in their overgrowth, which they then went after. This week's episode is Volume 4, Chapter 9, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. I'm not going to ruin anything for you guys right now, but all 4 members of RWBY might be seen in this episode. Alright, so let's get started. It's Yang! It's Fi. Ooh. Something like that hit hard.
Well, that thing packs a punch!
We've been at this for weeks. I get it. You want to make sure I can still fight. I think I'm doing just fine.
You're close.
Oh, really?
You're still off balance.
What? No, I'm not.
Oh!
I wasn't talking about your actual balance.
And then he trips her.
Although, that could use some work too. I saw your tournament fights. During the Vital Festival?
Mm-mm.
Let me guess. I was sloppy.
No. You were predictable.
Ooh.
And stubborn. And maybe a little boneheaded.
Mm-hmm. Right on all accounts.
Do you realize that you used your semblance to win every fight after the qualifiers? Because not everyone else's is basically a temper tantrum.
Oh.
I'm serious. Once you take damage, you can dish it back twice as hard, but that doesn't make you invincible. It's great when you're in a bind, but what happens if you miss? What happens if they're stronger? What then? Now you're just weak and tired. But you gotta keep your emotions in check. Keep a level head and think before you act. Your semblance is a great fallback, but you can't let yourself rely on it. It won't always save you. Obviously.
Ooh.
You definitely have your mom's stubbornness.
Oh, so now we could talk about her? Well, sorry I remind you of her.
Don't be. Raven was great in so many ways. Her strength, her ambition, her dedication to whatever cause she thought was worth fighting for. I'm proud of how much of her I see in you. But I'm glad I don't see all of her in you.
Why?
Your mother was a complicated woman. Like everybody, she had her faults, but those faults are what tore our team apart. And they did a real number on our family. You both act like the easiest way to tackle an obstacle is through it. that strength is all that matters in a fight. But if you just take a second look, then maybe you see there's a way around as well.
Weiss. Doing her summoning. Big sword coming through the floor here.
Hello, sister.
Aw, Mincy prick.
Are you jealous? Is that it?
Whatever do you mean?
Is that why you hate me? Are you jealous of my abilities? Of Winter's?
Does he not have any?
No, not really. Honestly, I find it barbaric. It's beneath people like me, like Father. What is your plan anyway? What do you hope to accomplish while trapped in your own bedroom?
Why wasn't her door locked, though? Yeah, the knight on the wall is the knight she defeated.
Mishni, are you alright?
She did it, she
Yes.
summoned it.
Klein, I need a favor.
Back to Blake.
Gotcha!
Way to go, son.
Wait up!
Don't let her out of your sight!
Oh, this song's great.
Give it up! Not above hitting a girl, you Grab the scroll! See, someone thinks it's important! Get
Ilya.
Wait, you know her? But she doesn't even look like a
Done!
Give it to me.
She's a chameleon.
No. You shouldn't have come back.
Son! Son! No, 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 not
That was
again,
bad.
please! Help! Somebody!
Just hold on, Uncle Crow.
Ty. She's not coming. Ty. It's getting worse.
How much farther? You've got to be close.
Without the map, there's no way of knowing. But I feel like we're close to something.
Hey,
Kurayuri.
Mistral, we're on the right path. Oh. Does it say how close?
No. And it looks like the path takes us up through the mountains.
Guys, I don't know if all of us can make that climb.
Head to the nearest town, then.
Okay, well, what about this place? Kuro, Yuri, can we get help there?
That village was destroyed years ago.
But if it takes us around the mountains, it's the best bet we've got.
It will take too long.
The town would have had a doctor, right? Well, maybe we could scavenge for medicine.
Right!
You're not going to find anything. We just have to press on.
Ren, why are you acting?
We can split up. Huh? Ren and I can cut through the mountains while you and Ruby take Crow around through the village.
No, we're supposed to stick together. We keep each other safe.
We don't have time for safe.
Okay? Just take care of each other.
We always have.
What's that mean, Nora?
They're gonna be fine, John.
It's not them I'm worried about.
That.
Uh-oh. Big mysterious footprint there. Alright, let me see. Let's have a little looky-loo here through the concept art. Oh, I would, but then it stopped. Okay. So then, what did I think of it? I don't know, it's just one of those episodes that sets us up for something bigger. It's a transition. It's a transitional episode. That's probably why we were able to get all 4 members of RWBY in here, rather than focusing on 1 or 2 or the other 2. So, it's building up to something, and with this being the 9th episode, if they do what they did for Volume 3, there are only 3 episodes left. So, what does that mean? Well, with the much darker tone of Volume 4, we can probably expect some shit is going to go down, especially with that big mysterious footprint that Ruby and John walked over. It was the same footprint that was seen in that one village that was destroyed earlier on in episode 4, I think. So I don't know. Who knows what that is? Might be a Faunus, might be a Grimm, probably a Grimm. Looking at Sun's injury, he had like a hole through the left side of his chest there. It was really bloody. He might die too. Who knows? Blake said not again, etc., etc. She was screaming for help, so kind of wonder if Sun's gonna die too, and if he doesn't, how will that change things story-wise, or how will this affect the rest of the volume? It's possible that Blake will end up facing off against Adam later on. And who knows, maybe he has the antidote to... I have a feeling that Sun was poisoned. The chick who stabbed him looked like she was some kind of well, she probably was some kind of faunus. It's fucking menagerie. But, although, I thought she was a chameleon. Ilya Amitola was her name. Smaller bust. Smaller butt. That's weird. Why would they write that? That's why... He looks like he's changed a little since, last volume. Okay, that was it. I'm gonna Google Ilya. Or, Amitola. See what pops up. Okay, well that didn't produce anything, valuable. It was good to see Yang training with her Poppy there, and them actually now talking about Raven. We still don't really know what Raven's full deal is, other than the fact that she seems to be really attached to that fucking tribe that she's a part of. Oh, and the important thing to mention about Yang is, her semblance. I wonder if she's going to learn some new awesome technique or some shit that allows her to not rely on her semblance so much, or if her semblance is going to evolve into something better and greater, or something, or she'll be able to focus it more, something like that. That would be keen. Weiss looks like she's ready to move on, or move out of the house. There's probably going to be an episode of her making a run for it. Who knows if she'll actually make it out and succeed. Team Ranger there. I don't know we don't know what Ren's deal is, but it's one of those things where it's like, no, Ren, you should really explain what's going on here. Why won't you go to Kuro Yuri? And it's just like, Ruby said to Jean, they'll be okay, and it's kind of like, I'm not worried about Nora and Ren, I'm worried about you two, because you've got Crow. If you guys get attacked by anything, you have to leave Crow where he is and defend yourselves, and that's a really poor decision. That's a really bad idea. All 4 of you should have gone, all 4 or 5 of you should have gone the same path. Alright, fuck Ren and his aversion. All of you go the same path. Which should have been the one through the plains. Okay, so not much critique, just a whole lot of commentary, because this episode is setting us up for the next 3, or maybe there's 4, I don't know. But it's, it's setting us up for what will happen at the end of the volume. So there's not much criticism. There's nothing to really critique on. Although it would be nice if the bad guys showed up again. We don't know what happened, how badly injured Tyrion is, although he did flee. He might show up again, but we should really check back in with Salem and Cinder before the end of the season, and see what they're up to. I have a hard time believing that the last time we saw them with the Seer Grim, that's the last thing we're going to see of them. Also, we need to get back to Oscar and see what the hell he's doing now. So, who can say what's going to happen next episode? But at least the title didn't lie. It said 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Yang took a step forward, Weiss took a step forward, and both Blake and Ruby took a step back. So, that was nice. Okay, guys, hey, one more thing I wanted to mention was, while Ruby and Jean have Crow on the litter, he says something like, she's not coming back, and then he says, Ty. I wonder if that's some kind of message that he was supposed to relay to Ty. And I wonder if it was about Raven specifically, or it could have been about Salem. Also, there seemed to be a moment between Nora and Ren there towards the end. We know from back in Volume 3 that they are orphans and that they've been looking after each other for quite a while. And it definitely... So, the fact that Team Ranger has split up, it seems like we are going to get some Ren and Nora development of some sort. I don't mean that as in the Ren and Nora ship. I just mean that in terms of Ren and Nora with characterization. Especially with Ren. Ren has been the least... he's been the least characterized of Team Juniper. So it would be nice to have some characterization. And if, Rooster Teeth, or Carrie and Miles rather, want us to feel the impact of his loss, as well as, I say his loss, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone on Team Juniper dies in the future, but anyway, to feel his anger and to feel his anguish, in order to really get a grip on what's going on here, we need to know more about Ren, obviously. Okay, guys, I wanted to make one more statement, rather. The reason why the the camera elevation and the images is a little different is because this was just an idea that hit me right now. And I'm kind of doing a lot of stuff right now. Actually looking for notes for a story idea that I had that I can't find, which is very distressing. Anyway, so I mentioned last episode that Crow's semblance is that he's a bad luck charm, right? Something that I had thought of today was that if that is indeed Crow's semblance, then it's a really bad idea for Ruby and John to go off alone with Crow, because that means something really bad is going to happen to him. Never mind the foreshadowing of the footprint that was in the ground that we saw from like episode 2 or 3. Yeah, which they foreshadowed in this past episode now when Ruby and John took a different route from Ren and Nora. So yeah, that was just something that I was thinking about, that you don't really need the foreshadowing of the footprint. You just need to know that Crow is a bad luck charm, and that's going to start shit for our heroes there, and that's going to be a problem. Who knows? Maybe the two factors will compound, and things will be even worse. Okay, so that'll actually do it this time. Yeah, I was going to say something about Yang, but Ty pretty much wraps it up in the episode, so there's no point in talking about it. Okay, so I'm Bawdy Skula. Like, comment, subscribe. Even just say hey. And I'll see you guys again next week.